Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayana Namastutyam.
Naranchaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudiraye
Ato Jayat Mudirayat.
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Moksapraya Subhadresu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavate Uttamasloke
Bhagavati Uttam Sloke.
Bhaktin Bhavatir Naistiki
Bhaktin Bhavati Nastike.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha.
Nandagopa Kumaraya
Gopakumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Vindaya Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for the Srimad Bhagavatam discussion. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 7, text number 21. 2-7-21. The canto name is The Cosmic Manifestation and the chapter name is Scheduled Incarnations with Specific Functions. Please repeat the sloga begin me. Dhanvantariś bhagavān svayam eva kīrtir.
Dhanvantariś bhagavān svayam eva kīrtir.
Nāmnā nṛṇāṁ puru-rujāṁ ruja hanti.
Nāmnā nṛṇāṁ puru-rujāṁ ruja hanti.
Yajñe ca bhagam amṛtāyur-avāvarundha.
Yajñe ca bhagam amṛtāyur-avāvarundha.
āyuṣya-vedam anuśāsty avatīrya loke.
āyuṣya-vedam anuśāsty avatīrya loke.
Word by word meaning, please repeat begin me. Dhanvantariḥ,
Dhanvantariḥ,
the incarnation of God,
the incarnation of God,
named Dhanvantari.
named Dhanvantari.
Cha,
Cha,
and
bhagavān,
the personality of Godhead.
the personality of Godhead.
Svayam eva,
Svayam,
personally himself.
personally himself.
Kīrtiḥ,
Kīrtiḥ,
fame personified.
svayam personified.
Nāmnā,
Nāmnā,
by the name.
by the name.
nṛṇāṁ puru-rujāṁ,
nṛṇāṁ puru-rujām,
of the deceased living entities.
of the diseased living entities.
rujaḥ,
Rujaḥ,
diseases.
diseases.
Asu,
Also,
very soon.
very soon.
Hanti,
Hanti,
cures.
cures.
Yajñe,
Yajñe,
in the sacrifice.
in the sacrifice.
Cha,
Cha,
also.
also.
Bhagam,
Bhagam,
share.
share.
amṛta,
Amṛta,
nectar.
nectar.
Ayuhu,
Ayuhu,
duration of life.
duration of life.
Ava,
Ava,
from.
avarundhe,
obtains.
obtains.
Āyuṣya,
Āyuṣya,
of duration of life.
of duration of life.
Vedam,
Vedam,
knowledge.
knowledge.
anuśāsty,
Anuśāsty,
directions.
direct.
Avatīrya,
Avatīrya,
incarnating.
incarnated.
Loke,
Loke,
in the universe.
in the universe.
Translation, purport by Divine Grace Abhay Charnavanda A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada.
Jai Srila Prabhupada.
Translation, please repeat behind me. The Lord,
in
his incarnation of Dhanvantari,
in his incarnation of Dhanvantari,
very quickly cures the
very quickly cures the
diseases of the
diseases of the
ever diseased living entities
ever diseased living entities
simply by his
simply by his
fame personified,
fame personified,
and only because
and only because
of him
of him
do the demigods
the demigods
achieve long lives.
achieve long lives.
Thus,
Thus,
the personality of Godhead
the personality of Godhead
becomes ever glorified.
becomes ever glorified.
He also exacted
He also accepted
a share from the sacrifices,
the essence of the sacrifices,
and it is he only
and it is he only
who inaugurated the medical science
who inaugurated the medical science
or the knowledge of medicine
or the knowledge of medicine
in the universe.
in the universe. Hare
Purport. As stated in the beginning of the Srimad Bhagavatam, everything emanates from the ultimate source of the personality of Godhead. It is therefore understood in this verse that medical science or knowledge in medicine was also inaugurated by the personality of Godhead in his incarnation, Dhanvantari. And thus, the knowledge is recorded in the Vedas. The Vedas are the source of all knowledge, and thus knowledge in medical science is also there for the perfect cure of the diseases of the living entity. The embodied living entity is diseased by the very construction of this body. The body is the symbol of diseases. The disease may differ from one variety to another, but disease must be there just as there in is birth and death for everyone. So, by the grace of the personality of Godhead, not only are diseases of the body and mind cured, but also the soul is relieved of the constant repetition of birth and death. The name of the Lord is also called Bhavashadi, or the source of curing the disease of material existence. Hare Krishna. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshurmulidamyana Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimade Bhaktivedanta Swami Ite Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavad Pashasha Teshatarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. So today Brahma and Narada in this sloka they are discussing about the Dhanvantari incarnation of the Supreme Lord. So this entire chapter Brahma is explaining about the various incarnations to Narada, and in this sloka specifically Brahmaji is explaining about the incarnation of Dhanvantari. So Dhanvantari, it is a symbol of medical science. So that is the incarnation of the Godhead. The Supreme Lord came with the amṛta kalasa. When the Samudra Manthan happened, as per the scriptures, when Samudra Manthan happens, because the Devatas, the demigods, and the demons, and the Dhanavas, both they wanted to achieve long life. So the Lord advised them, go and the milk ocean, go and churn the milk ocean. So they use the Meru mountain as a churning rod, and the Lord himself took the avatar of Kurma avatara. It's like the tortoise avatara. He gave us the base for the Meru mountain, so that the Meru mountain can turn here and there. So we talked about the tortoise incarnation in the previous slokas, but today here we are talking about the avatar, Dhanvantari avatar of Lord. So the Samudra Manthan, so many things came out. The final, what is the main purpose of the Samudra Manthan? It is they wanted to get the nectar out of it. So if they drink the nectar, what will happen? So that they will live long. It is not that mortality. It is they will live long. That's all. So the Lord wanted to give this nectar to the demigods because demigods need to do the service. So that is the reason Lord wanted them to live long. But since only demigods cannot achieve that Samudra Manthan because they don't have much strength. So that is the reason he asked the demigods to take the help from the demons, so that Lord will make some tricks and take the Amrita Kalasa to only to the demigods. So this is the happen. So when the final outcome of that, the Samudra Manthan, Lord appeared as Dhanvantari. So if you see the photo of Dhanvantari or statue of Dhanvantari, deity of Dhanvantari, one hand he will have the Amrita Kalasa, in another hand he will have the one insect. It is called a leech. So it is jungle. It will be available in the leech. If it is, you cannot feel that it is biting us. So if you have, so many people will go to the jungle, it will bite the person. It will be stick with the person's body. Initially, it will be like a small size only. But what it will do, it will take the blood from the body. Then what will happen? It will become a big. But the person may not feel that. When the person see, then that time only he can see there is the leech is biting me like that. So he will have the leech. But what is the purpose of keeping the leech in his hand? That is in the ancient time, even now also in the Ayurveda medicine, that leech is used to suck the blood from the body of the deceased person. So when the blood need to be sucked from the body, because if there is a blood which is spoiled blood, which is there in the body, it is a decayed blood, then to remove that, the Ayurvedic medicine practitioners, what they will do, they will use that leech. They will put the leech in the water, and they will take out the bleach, and they will put on the deceased person wherever they wanted to suck the blood. So the leech, what will happen immediately? Suppose if somebody give the injection to us, we will feel that the doctor is giving the injection to me, it is paining. A little pain will be there when the injection, the needle will go inside of our body. But this is the greatest one of the wonder, that when the leech bites us, we cannot feel that it is biting. It also put a needle inside of our body, and it will suck the milk from our body. We won't have the feeling that something biting us. So like that, it will suck the blood. So then the doctors will take out, and they will squeeze the leech. What will happen when squeezing the blood? All the blood and whatever it sucks, it will come out. Then again, that will be ready to suck another body, another blood. So this is the way. This is the one of the greatest creation of the Supreme Lord. Yes, Supreme Lord creation we cannot understand. There are some purpose. Whatever the creation we are seeing in this material world, it is some other way. It will be useful in this material world. So the Dhanvantari incarnation, it is come up with the kind of leech and the Amrita Kalasa. So the Amrita Kalasa, Lord took the Mohini Avatara, and he gave the Amrita to the demigods, so that they were living long. Since it is increasing the bodily lifetime, and also that is the reason this incarnation is called medical incarnations, medical science incarnation. Lord's medical science incarnation is Dhanvantari is the medical science incarnation. Also, then in the Ayurveda, so this medical science also, it is called one of the Veda. So that's why it is called Ayur-Veda. So Veda means this is knowledge. So it is medical science knowledge. It is there, full of medical science knowledge is there in the Ayurveda. That is the reason it became named as Ayurveda. So in Ayurveda, so by using the herbs and the whatever available in this material world, with that only there is a cure for all the diseases. So that is what the Ayurveda is prescribing. So there are two kinds of diseases for us. One is bodily disease and mental disease. Both the disease, it has the cure in the Ayurveda. That is, one is through the medical, whatever we are getting the through the medicines. Through the medicines, in the form of material medicines, we can give the cure the bodily problem, and through the Lord association and glorifying the Lord, that is through the spiritual, that mana, the mental disease also will go. So the disease is common for all the living entities. The living entities, any living entity taking birth in this material world, it has to go to the 4 stages. It will take birth and it will create some byproducts. After that, what will happen? It will get old. Then it will get diseases apparently and it will die. So the diseases cannot be separated from the living entity because the body, it is made up of in that way only. So if you imagine that if there is no disease to the body, what will happen? There is no death won't be happen. If somebody need to die means there should be some disease should come. Then only the person can die. So that is the reason Lord and this is Lord's arrangement. If the living entity which is taking in this birth in this material world, they have to go through birth, death, old age, and disease. So all these things they have to go through. Then only that's the reason Lord specifically he put this disease and old age, death, everything in this material world because the living entity should not think that this is my permanent place. I can live forever in this material world, even in the horrible condition also. Some or other way, so in the current situation also, some or other way, what we are thinking, I need to sustain. Even the person who is in the cancer post age, our modern medicines, they don't have any medicines for that. And we are not aware of Ayurvedic. There is a cure in the Ayurvedic and the Siddha medicines, but we don't have much information about that because those information, many of the informations are lost. So we don't have many other medicines, though whatever the modern science, the allopathy medicines, whatever they are trying to give. So we are trying to use that medicine. That medicine also, it is not a cure for that. It will reduce the pain. So the doctor himself will say, if somebody getting the 4th stage of cancer, doctor himself is there. We will make them die peacefully. So they don't have the cure for that. They will give the painkillers and other things so that they can die peacefully without any pain. They can die. So this is the way our modern science is there. So they also know. Okay, there is no solution for that, but they are saying that we will find a solution one day. But the one day, when it is the one day, we don't know. So but the same problem, the Ayurvedic medicines, Lord provided. Say Lord providing it means Lord providing some problem means Lord providing the solution also. We need to go towards a solution then we will get the solution. So in order to rectify ourselves immediately, we will get into the modern science solutions through the allopathic medicine, this and that. We are taking immediately one tablet, that's all. So if we are the simple disease, if we are getting some fever, the allopathic medicine immediately they will say, take the paracetamol, the fever will reduce. But Ayurvedic is saying that fever is the symptom that your body is fighting against that is the body immune system, it is fighting against the disease, whatever disease you got because of some bacteria or virus, your body is fighting. So because of that, body is increasing the heat and it is fighting against that. But your allopathic medicine, what they are saying that the fever need to reduce immediately. So of course, the fever, it should not go beyond the limit. If you go beyond the limit, it will be a problem. That is fine. But reducing the fever is the only solution through the medicines. Then that is not a full understanding of the body. So the understanding the body is fighting. We have to give support to that body so that the body can fight against the disease and it will cure the disease. So if the disease need to be cured, the medicine should be supportive, not to suppress the symptoms of the diseases. So the allopathic medicines, most of the allopathic medicines are suppressing the symptoms only. It is not going into the root cause of the issues. So that is the reason it is a half understood way of half developed science. But that's why it is now currently it is widely spread all over the world. So we are some of the emergency cases, there is no other way. We have to go with we are not much equipped to cure and suddenly take it down the sugar issue and all those issues, diabetes and there are such issues. We cannot give any other Ayurvedic medicines is there, but we don't have the knowledge. That is the reason we are dependent upon the allopathic medicine. But Ayurvedic Siddha kind of medicines, Lord provided everything, all the solutions. So if you take the Siddha medicine, which is famous in Tamil Nadu, they said the Siddhas who are our forefathers. So they lived long back. It is called, they are, it is said that till there are some of the Siddhas, they are living in the the deepest forest area. So they what they will do, they are saying that according to Siddha medicine, there are only 4,448 diseases can come to the human being. There is not even not they varied, means they differentiated all the diseases. They counted, come up with the number 4,448 diseases. For all the diseases, there is a cure through this medicinal herbs. So we are seeing that small plants and this and all. Why so many varieties not created? For not created, there is a purpose behind that. If you take specific plant is useful for specific purpose to relieve the problem in our body. So there are 4,448 problems. For that, there are the Lord already provided a solution through the medical herbs. So these herbs are now, because of the modern science and the expansion of the destroying the forest and all, people are not aware that. So we are destroying the forest and we are building some big skyscraper building. We are taking the help of the modern science, which is the allopathic medicine, which are created by through the chemicals. So, but natural solutions also available, but we don't have much information. We lost some of the information, and the introduce destroyed some of the information. Because of that, we are unable to give the full cure through the other medical equipment. But it is better because whatever the Ayurvedic science and the Siddha science, these are there. The way of approaching the diseases, we have to find out what not only the disease, it only suppress the symptoms, but it will see what is the root cause of this problem. It will go and attack the root cause and increase the immunity power, and it will trigger the body to react to that problem, so that body will get the power and it will react to that problem and it will cure the disease. So that is the way that medicines are. And the modern way of medicine, it is just suppress the problem. What is your symptoms? It will suppress the symptom, but the problem will be there in your body itself. Now, normal, if you are feeling a headache, then immediately they will take one medicine, take one tablet. Immediately the person will take the Saridam. Something, it's a very famous in the 90s. Saridam, people used to take Saridam like a food. Yes, many people used to have the headaches, migraine, this and all. Immediately, whatever, they will take one tablet. So the tablet, whatever they are taking, it is not curing the headache. What it is doing, you may not, it is making the person who is having the headache, he won't or she won't feel that it is paining. That's all. That is the only thing that tablet used to do. So similar way, all this modern science, they have found how to suppress the symptoms so that the living entity may not feel the pain. That's all. We may not feel the pain. So we are thinking that we are not feeling the pain. Disease is over. No, the disease is there within our body only. So this is the approach of the modern science, but the Ayurvedic science and the Siddha science, those kind of the ancient scientific medical science are, it is very perfect. There is a one saying, in Tirukkural, in Tamil, Noi Nadi, Noi Mudal Nadi, Adu Tadikum, Vai Nadi, Vaipach Chayal. So if you have the disease, you have to first understand what is the root cause of that disease. If you give the medicine to that root cause, then automatically the disease will go off. So that's what it is. The ancient science and the ancient people, they always know that how to cure the disease through medicines by understanding the root cause. But currently, we are not in we are getting into the different world. Because of our fast way of living the lifestyle, we want everything to be immediate cure. So this Ayurvedic medicine and Siddha medicine, since it is curing the root cause, it will take some time to react in our body. So we don't have the patients. So that is the reason what we are doing. We are going into against the Ayurvedic science. So from this today's sloka, we can understand that the incarnation, Lord incarnation. So in Tamil Nadu, there is a temple, Vaidiswaran temple, and Vaidiswara temple. Vaidya Ishvara. Vaidya means it's a doctor in Tamil. So in doctor, in English, it's a doctor. Vaidya means in Tamil, doctor. So Vaidya Ishvara. So who is the doctor's Ishvara? Who is the Lord of the doctor? That is Dhanvantari. Dhanvantari temple is there in Tamil Nadu. So if anybody having the faith on the Lord, and if they have the disease, they can go and take the shelter of the Lord. It may be a bodily disease or it may be a mental disease. They can worship the Lord, and the Lord will provide the solution for both the diseases, for mind as well as the bodily diseases, material diseases, and the mental diseases. So but the ultimate aim is to surrender to the Lord for any of your problems. So disease, the living entity and disease cannot be separated. That's what Prabhupada also explaining here. If there is a birth, you should go through the problems only. Which the disease will be there in our body. Vada, Pitta, Kapha. Because of any of this, it will give the problem always to our own body. So then our Vedas also saying, our scriptures also saying, our own body, there are three kind of problems. Our own body will give the problem, other living entities give the problem, and the nature is giving the problem. Adi Atmika, Adi Daivika, Adi Bhautika. So the three kleshas are there. So our body will give you the problem. If at all you are not getting the problem from the nature, you are not getting the problem from the other living entities, your own body will give the problem. So this is the design of this material world. So in this material world, in order to sustain, and the sustainability, it is only the aim is, okay, I am sustaining, I want to sustain here so that I can perfect myself and do the devotional service and practice a devotional service from here, so that is my swadharma. And after leaving this material world, I can go back to Godhead and I can continue my swadharma in the spiritual world also. So this is our understanding. In this way, if somebody worked, they won't affected by this, the temporary bodily or mental problems, mental issues, mental diseases. So the bodily diseases, mental diseases, these are all, because these are all natural for all of us. So we should not get affected by this. So only take the shelter of the Supreme Lord, Dhanvantari, we can cure from these diseases, the mental diseases as well as the bodily diseases. So please, in this sloka, through this sloka, we can understand that Dhanvantari cures all the diseases. He is glorified by the demigods and as well as all the living entities in this material world, because he introduced the medical science. So Lord is, through this way, Lord is giving the opportunity to perfect ourselves bodily also through the medicines, and also Lord provide the science like Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. That is also science for our mental cure. So we are all mentally affected diseases. The diseases are affected our mental. We are mentally affected in this material world because of the illusion energy of the Lord. So we are all affected. So we are all bewildered by this illusion energy. So, but when you understand this illusionary energy through Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, you can, the illusion of the screen curtain got open, you can see the originality. What is original? What is the thing? We are temporary here. Our original place is the go back to Godhead. So for that, I need to work. So that understanding will come when we understand the science of Srimad Bhagavatam and Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Lord provided for your bodily cure medicines also, and also your mental cure medicines also, and how to go out of it. So God not simply put the living entities in this material world for punishment, even though he put them as a punishment, but he gave all the solutions also, how to come out. So Dhanvantari incarnations, it is mainly for the medical science, so that the bodily diseases can be cured. Hare Krishna. Dhanvantariḥ Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.